Hello, class. Welcome to the English Conversation 2. And talking about our environment, there are some world's environmental problems, and many of these seem to be worsening with time and bringing us into a time of a true environmental crisis. It is therefore becoming increasingly important to raise our awareness of the existence of these issues, as well as what we can do to reduce the negative impacts. Some of the issues, for example, pollution, global warming, waste disposal, deforestation, and also acid rain. And in this meeting, we will try to take a real action to support global environment efforts. Moreover, our activity aims to raise awareness of the increasing rate of the pollution and also waste disposal and what we can do in order to improve the situation. Ultimately, we can encourage some groups and even do an individual action to help the environment and also the earth. All right, let me start with this interesting quotation. Minimizing the waste sent to landfills that harms the environment can help undo some damage. It is from Zero Waste Lifestyle. So as we can conclude that one method of reducing our carbon footprint is to go zero waste. And right now, I'm trying and still struggling to conduct the zero waste lifestyle. Yeah, it's pretty hard and it needs more money and also preparation in the beginning. But it is not impossible. Yeah, I think it can be done. What I can do so far is to reduce the amount of waste that I produce in my daily basis, or to bring my own lunch with my Tupperware when I go to office. The zero waste movement is an eco-friendly lifestyle that aims to reduce the amount of waste, especially in our daily basis. And the primary purpose of this lifestyle is a commitment to sending as little waste as possible to landfills. And adopting a zero waste lifestyle, I believe that it can be challenging, but it can extend the life of many reusable and also recyclable materials. Moreover, it can also reduce the amount of garbage which should be sent to landfills, and even the number of carbon emissions that are released into our atmosphere. And in this project, you are going to make crafts by reusing or recycling items that may have been used and also using those materials in making a new and also useful or attractive products. This project is based not only on the crafting idea and also the techniques, but on the basic philosophy of recycling and repurposing some of our waste. Waste is really just a material that is left over or rejected or even thrown away from anything we do, from working or playing or even eating. And quite simply, it is material that is not wanted by its producer, by us, by human. And to many people, waste is known as trash or rubbish or garbage. So, first of all, I'm sorry that the picture is not presented in this slide, but no problem. I want you firstly to choose an environmental problem and find a real solution or an action which you can do to overcome the problem. So you are going to make a treasure out of trash that you have at home. And the primary objective is to upcycle, which can be defined as the repurposing or disposable or disposed material to create new products that are useful or beautiful, or it can be both. So upcycled pieces retain and often enhance the look, and also you can feel of the original discarded materials, and they are usually generally used for purposes other than those for which they were originally. And sometimes the end result is far better than the item's intended purpose. So the picture that cannot be displayed here, it should be used shoes or boots that are not used anymore. And the user of the shoes using the leather shoes for their plants to grow up. And then they also use the shoes for another purpose, that is using them for their place for the animals to eat, or maybe another thing that you can do with your used shoes. Okay, the next one, we are going to move to what to do for this project. So firstly, I want you to start brainstorming and then think about the waste and the material that we're going to use, and even the final project. So you can try to projecting the final product that you are going to have. You need to be creative, resourceful, and innovative. The key question to ask yourself is, what can I make out of this? For example, a mineral bottle. You may be able to come up with many ideas by thinking about things differently. Things like, can you put anything in it, or on top of it, or under it, through it, or can you hang the final product? Would it make attractive jewelry, or could you use it for new clothing? And to do the activities, you will need the items that you will be repurposing, or the trash that you will be making into treasure. Also, you will need support materials that you will use as you make your items. It can be like another piece of waste that you can add in your final product. Or you can also need some tools like paints, maybe glues or adhesives, papers, cloths, or maybe ornaments. And now that you have finished this project, you need to prepare a speech which has a duration around 2.5 until 3 minutes. And then these are 5 things that you need to pay attention and prepare for the speech. The first one, or the first part of your speech, is the introductory part, or the introduction part. So you can try to grab the attention of the audience. Firstly, you can start by telling about the rainforest, for example, or the condition of the forest in Indonesia. And you can also tell about your personal experience that is related to the environmental problem, or also give a famous quotation as your hook to grab the audience attention. The second one is need. You need to establish a problem first that demands their attention. And in this section, you can try to tell how the rainforests of the world, let's say, are being cut down and demolished. And you can also try to build the issue based on this problem. Number 3, this is the main part of your speech. So you are going to outline the solution. You can start telling your audience things that you can do or you can offer to solve the environmental problem that you talk about. For instance, you can recycle the paper that you use So fewer trees have to be demolished to satisfy your need can be decreased. And in this third part, you can show your artwork. So you can show the artwork to the audience later in the Zoom meeting. And then we can describe the artwork to the audience. Do not forget to tell your friends or to the audience that the reason you created the artwork is this and that. And what was the original use of the product? Moreover, tell the audience the function of your artwork or your product right now. After that is visualization. Show the audience what they benefit from the solution or from the final product that you created. What can we do with the product and what quality of life that they can get by using the product? You need to highlight that. For example, you can get some benefits from recycling the paper that you use every day. For instance, by recycling saves resources and also reduces the amounts of garbage. And lastly, it is the closing part of your speech. It is the action. So in this part, you need to present a call to an action. You need to persuade your audience that these changes won't change your life, but they will change the world. Or maybe these products may help us to live in a better way. Or maybe you can develop your product and then post it in your social media page, for example, or even sell it to get more income and also get a better environment from that. Lastly, if you still have questions related to this activity, please feel free to ask. Okay, thank you guys. So that's all what I can deliver or tell you about this activity. So if you still have questions, don't forget to ask me. Thank you.